My name is Okolie Chidera. I'm from Nigeria. I study law from the School of Law, BLLB third year. My question to you, sir, is as per recent studies due to the demographic dividend, India will have approximately 40 million spare manpower by 2030, whereas in the case of China and other developed nations will have an acute shortfall during the said period. Sir, what are the priority sectors that the youth should look for enhancing their skills to take advantage of this situation?
Thank you. Before I answer your question, let me say I recently visited your country and spent a very good time talking to the leadership of Nigeria and also to younger people in the university. Thank you. Well, you know, this term demographic dividend is, to my understanding, too vague. It became fashionable to talk about demographic dividend simply in terms of overall rate of growth of population. But we have to factor in 2 or 3 things. If it is a dividend, what is it for? What are you going to use that dividend? If you get a dividend on your investment, you get a chunk of money in your hand and you can spend it as you like. But this is not a chunk of money. This is a group of young people of a certain age group. So the question is it cashable? Can that dividend be encashed for the benefit of the individual and for the society? And that produces many more complex questions, because this is a university. The boys and girls here are being trained in different disciplines. But if I am not wrong, and I am not saying because it is true of your university, I think it is true of almost every other university, we are talking about the knowledge of today. We are talking about the technology of today, at best. In many cases, it will be knowledge of yesterday and technology of yesterday. But the world we are living in now, the pace of change is so great, so qualitatively different, that the knowledge of today is not sufficient. In fact, the knowledge of today, 10 years hence, will make the possessors of that knowledge illiterate. The knowledge of tomorrow is in the disciplines of tomorrow. And some people are working on those disciplines. But we are not doing sufficient amount of work. I recently saw in the Economist magazine a chart about pending patents in the field of quantum robotics. The highest number pending is from China. The second highest is from United States. And third, fourth, fifth are different countries in the Western world. There is no mention of India. So that is the challenge we are facing. Are we ready in terms of demographic dividend to be able to answer the needs of tomorrow? It is true that there is an aging population in parts of the world, including China, including Western Europe. But a simple arithmetical calculation is not going to produce the desired results. It doesn't mean that if 100,000 workers retire in China or 10,000 workers retire in Germany, Indians will automatically take over. The question will be, are Indians equipped to take it over? We talk so much about skill development, but what skill are we talking about? The skill of tomorrow or skill of today or skill of yesterday? So the question is a valid one, the problem is a serious one, but how do we address it, we have an inkling how to go about it, but we don't have enough of a course of action worked out yet. I may be pessimistic, but this is my understanding of the situation.